Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I am Laura and thank you for joining me today for my 54th week. Yes, it's been over a year, 54 weeks of intermittent fasting and Omad formula day lifestyle. This past week, I cannot say I truly did Omad. As many of you guys know, last week I went and did my Class B passenger CDL test to be able to drive a school bus. And within the few weeks leading up to this, I have been a stressed out, nervous wreck. So much so that this eyeball has been twitching for 3 weeks. It is still twitching, not as bad as it has been, but every so often I can still feel it doing that and my eyelashes are waving at people. Yeah, I still look like a freak, but anyhow. I did pass my test on Wednesday. And here in the video, you can see one of my trainers actually marking that I was the 28th person that they have trained under this group of trainers to get my license and my congratulations sign. It was really sweet. I come in from the test and seen all that. I was so excited. And I can say the stress level has gone down by about, I'll say 80%. That is sort of starting to level out. Last week I put in 56 hours at work. I took this job so I could have more flexibility and more time off. You know, I didn't want to work as much. And I literally have been working my tail end off. So when I clocked out on Saturday after my certification class, 56 hours. I was like, oh my gosh, no wonder why I'm so exhausted and so stressed out. But I did pass that test. And now today starts day one. I was supposed to drive my route this morning. I already do have a route. So the bus that I was supposed to use, I get there this morning, they've got a cover driver, which is somebody that pretty much just does whatever routes open. Go with me. We get out there on my bus, start it up, get ready to do the air brake test, and I have an air leak. We can hear just air coming out from under the bus. So couldn't drive that bus, had to get another one, which I have not been trained on. There's several different types of buses, and since I haven't been trained on that, she had to do the driving. I told her the stops and what kids get on, so on and so on. And so I did not get to drive today, but I did get to leave after first morning run. I did not have to stay and train anymore. So I think this week is going to be, yes, it's still going to be a little stressful because I'm going to start driving probably this afternoon. And throughout the rest of this week, I will have a cover driver with me. I will be driving, getting to know the route, the kids, the whole thing. And once they feel like I've got it down, they'll release me to be on my own. So it's still going to be a little stressful until I get all that down. But the stress level from that dealing with that test and all the training, it's totally dropped. Like I said, at least 80%. So I'm feeling better. I know last week I was a nightmare, train wreck, all the above. But I feel like I can breathe now. Last week was, even though the first part of the week is super stressful, and I said I was going to get back on track, after that bad Monday, I just told myself, you know what? I'm taking the week off. I am taking the week off from worrying about the scale, worrying about what foods I'm going to eat, worrying about dieting or intermittent fasting. I'm just taking the rest of the week off. Whatever happens, happens. And that's what I did. I know when I do this, I know what happens to that scale. I absolutely know. I knew what was going to happen. But after passing the test on Wednesday, I had a friend of mine want to take me out to celebrate. So we went and had gringos with the combination fajitas and shrimp and margaritas Wednesday night. Thursday night comes around, coworker said, hey, let's go celebrate. We went back to gringos. Yeah, I told y'all I love it. We had, I don't remember what I ate that night, more margarita. Friday night, some friends from my meetup group, they were going out to listen to a live band, so I ended up going out with them. And my daughter even came to that one after work. We had, let's see, I ate a jalapeno cheeseburger and fries and another margarita. Are you getting the pattern here? Saturday night, I was supposed to go out to see the live band, but the friends I was going with, they were totally exhausted. I was beyond exhausted after having that certification class. So I just stayed in Saturday night, went to bed early. And then Sunday was crazy. I was trying to get everything in that I hadn't done all week long. And another one of my friends from the meetup group took me out yet again for celebration. And we ended up eating, or I had, it was a brisket stuffed sweet potato. Oh my word. Never had this before. It had like cabbage on top. It was delicious. And the little place we ate at was like close to like the Heights or River Oaks area, somewhere in Houston. And it was just a cool little place, young vibe to it. They had this huge Scrabble board up to where you could play Scrabble. So we did a game of Scrabble while we were there. And again, I had a strawberry margarita. And we stopped off on the way home and got a cucumber martini. So as you can see, the whole rest of my week was nothing but food and drinks, more drinks than anything. So when I woke up this morning, I knew that scale was not going to be my friend, and it's okay. Week 54 was not good on the weight loss, but I feel so much better knowing that everything is done and over with. I've gotten all my celebrating out. Thank goodness it wasn't 4 or 5 nights of crying in my margaritas because I didn't pass. It's done now. So today I have decided, now that I'm getting my in-between, the AM and PM runs on the route off, I am fixing to get back on track. And my goal is to come home after that AM morning run and start exercising. Even if it's just a mile walk at first, I'm going to build myself back up and get myself back into the groove like I was last summer. I mean, last May, and I think I did another steps challenge in like September. Was it September? Either way, I walked every day, and my body feels better when it's moving. My weight loss does better, and my mindset's a lot better. So now that I'm actually getting my in-betweens off again, today was the first day, and I'm so happy to be home at 9 o'clock. I left work, went to the grocery store, bought a few things, came home. Now I'm doing this. I'm like, flexibility has finally found me. I'm really now going to be able to have some time off. So this is the week to get my mindset back, get things started back on the right track, and start moving forward, because I have been playing with these same 10 pounds since October. So it's over now. Stress is gone. All it is now is just me learning my route, learning my kids, and just enjoying my job. And I do think I'm going to enjoy it. I really do. I mean, I've been on this route riding in the mornings for about a week now. And even this morning, the kids are coming in and they were like, "Hi, Miss Laura." And I was like, okay, so they're starting to get used to me a little bit and knowing who I am. So yeah, I'm going to have 60 new babies. Anyway, so how did that scale fare today? Last week, I was 177.8, I believe. And this morning when I weighed, I am up 2.4 pounds. I tipped over that 180 mark. I am 180.2. So back on track, getting my head set right, and we are starting today. I'm just going to fast all day today, do a full 24 plus hour fast, and then get back to my 1 meal a day tomorrow. I went to the grocery store, like I said, and I got a bunch of different type of coffees, and I'm just going to have a liquid day diet, no alcohol. That's another thing. I'm going to try this week not to do any alcohol. I know I'm going out Thursday night with friends, my meetup group. I'd already scheduled that happy hour, so that will be my one time this week I'm going to have a drink. But other than that, it's time to get back, get serious, get the exercise going again, and get to moving and getting that scale moving in the right direction and not up. But I do feel so much better. And I'm going to just say, I had no idea I had so many of you guys out there praying for me for last week's test. I truly do appreciate it and thank each and every one of you. Everybody that was commenting on my little I passed video, it just melted my heart. I was just like, wow, didn't realize so many of you guys were actually, invested a little bit in my passing or failing, but it felt good. I appreciate it. And even a friend of mine last night, I swung by the bowling alley because I know her church group is always there. And they bowl every Sunday evening. So I swung by there real quick on my way home, and I had 3 or 4 of them that ran up to me. It was like, we were praying for you last week. And I was like, oh my goodness, I had no idea, but it melted my heart. It made me feel so good to know that you guys are standing with me in my time of need here and there. And this past year, it's been a lot. So I just want to say again, thank you. I truly, truly, truly do love each and every one of you. And I appreciate y'all being here. So that is my wrap up for week 54. Not a good week for the scale, but I'm feeling so much better, so much better. It's amazing what 1 week can do. And like I've said before, I think in one of my videos, I remember when I was going through a real rough time in my life. My ex had walked out on me and decided he didn't want to be married anymore. And I remember sitting in church one Wednesday night and the pastor saying this, he was just throwing it out there. He had no idea that it resonated with me. And here, some 15 something years later, I still remember it. He said, what you're going through today, whatever it is, 365 days from now, you're going to be in a total different place. And whatever it is today will not mean a thing. And do you know, that has stuck with me for a very long time. And every time I'm going through something wild or crazy or sickness, illness, loss of job, whatever, absolutely within sometimes not even a year, months, sometimes even shorter, but within that year, things have totally changed. Life has totally changed. So I always hold on to that in my times of craziness and when life happens, So if something's going on in your world, just remember there is hope. You're going to be in a total different spot in a year from now. So that's how I feel about everything these days. And right now I am. It's a total different world than what I was last year at this time. Last year at this time, I was working right here in my living room up against that wall over there, And now look, I've got 60 new kids to learn names and help, give a little advice to here and there and make sure they get back and forth to school safely. Something I never thought I would ever do again in my life, but here I am. Anyways, I hope you guys have a great week. I hope each and every one of you are enjoying life and y'all are staying warm. Right now it's chilly here in Texas, and I'm probably gonna have to go out and gather up my firewood out of the building because it's supposed to be like 39, 38 degrees overnight, and this chick don't like it cold, so I'm gonna be starting a fire over the next couple of days. So all you guys, I hope y'all are doing well, and I will see you next week. Give you a quick check-in and see how my week is going. And I am seriously getting back on track. I know I've been saying that a lot, but it's here now. There's no excuses anymore. I've got 5 hours off in between my AM and PM run. Laura needs to do something other than come home and be unproductive. It's time to get myself back on track and get my exercise back under me, because I do thrive better. I feel better. Everything goes better when I exercise. All right. I will talk to y'all later. Thanks for being here. See you next week. Love you guys. Bye.